John Murray.
Hello. It's a magical Monday. We're live out of New York, and I say it's a magical Monday because it's only magic that I have good energy after being in the streets with you last night.
Oh my gosh. We were out. We don't go out a lot, but we were out. We were in the streets last night because we saw the most amazing show on Broadway last night. We went to the opening of Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal's show, Othello. And I really have to give a big shout out to Candy Burris and her husband, Todd Tucker, who are producers. And let me tell you, they're producers of Othello. And y'all, please check out Candy Burris. We don't have a full photograph of her. She ate it. Ate it. But they had given us tickets to go and see Othello. So we actually, they gave us tickets. We were in the second row of seeing Othello. And when I tell y'all, it was so many celebrities there. I didn't even get a chance to see everybody. Jennifer Lopez was there, okay? J-Lo on the block was there. Nicole Scherzinger was there. Angela Bassett was there. When I tell y'all, it literally was the who's who. I didn't have my glasses on because I refused to wear my glasses. So, and Angela walked up to me and she hit me in the arm, you know? And I was like, who is this? First of all, you can't be walking to me, hitting me in my arm. Because you hit me in my arm, I'm from Chicago, I'm ready to fight. I turn around.
Southside.
Yeah, I am. I was like, oh my goodness, please, not to Angela Bassett. But she did that. And then Samuel Jackson was there, and Samuel Jackson, he's another one, grabbing me from behind. So he had my arms, and he was like, who is it? Who is it? So every time I went to turn my head, he'd go on the other side. You don't understand. I'm wearing a corset, a girdle, and saran wrap. I can't be turning around trying to figure out who you are. It's hard enough. I'm trying to, breathe, but I can't. So I gotta, in what outfit I had on, I had to take shallow, breaths. So I gotta tell people, stop playing with me like that. I almost went Sam Jackson on Sam Jackson. And he kept going, who is this? And I said, a person that's never been on my couch. Come and see me. Come and get on the show. Deborah Cox was also there. Gayle King was there. And I tell you, I didn't expect to see Gayle. I thought Gayle was in space because she's supposed to be going to space. So many people Tamron Hall was there. And everybody looked amazing. Sunny Hostin came, Vanessa Bell Calloway was there. We saw Martha Stewart, all these people. Martha Stewart came, it was so many people there. And so John and I, we sat next. I get so excited. I start talking fast, but we ended up sitting next to Spike Lee and his wife, Tanya. Mm-hmm. They were there, and I love Tanya because she's just like my shero. She's such a boss woman, and I had to tell her that. But we sat right behind Liev Schreiber and his wife Taylor. And we were sitting, and now I feel bad because I didn't see the front of him, I just saw the back. And I had restless leg syndrome. It was 3 hours in my leg. So I kept kicking his chair. Oh my God, I was kicking Liev's chair the whole time. And then, y'all, Anna Wintour was there with Coleman Domingo. So at one point, she was talking to former White House press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre. She was talking to her at the thing, and John whispers in my ear, he said, go over to Anna Wintour and say hi, because she might want to come on the show. Now, y'all know me, I hate introducing myself to people. I'm so I can do this here, but a lot of times I'm just socially awkward, going up and going, hey, I'm Sherri, But I went over there anyway because it's really about, I try to push myself out of my comfort zone. But I didn't know what to say. I mean, you don't just walk up to Anna Wintour and go, hey girl, when you gonna have me on the Met Gala? Because if you gotta ask Anna Wintour, you ain't supposed to be there. So I didn't know what to say, and I thought, well, maybe I could talk to her about fashion because when we had our Halloween themed show, it was the Met Gala Halloween, and we had on our motto, Anak Yai, on the show. And Anak always, because she always is at the Met Gala. So I said, okay, well, I got something in common. So when I walked up to her, I said, hi, Anna, I'm Sherri Shepherd. And I shook Anna's hand. Well, I say shook, I actually took it from her the side. I took it and I shook it. And I didn't know if I did wrong by shaking her hand, but she immediately turned away from Corinne and she looked at me. And as soon as I started talking, you ever be talking to somebody and you know you only got a finite amount of time to get their attention? As soon as I started talking to her, I could see her eyelids drooping lower and lower. And I said to myself, Sherri, you got 15 seconds with this lady. You got 15 seconds. And I said, hi, Anna, I have a talk show. And Anak Yai was on. And I kept seeing her eyes just keep closing, closing, closing. And by the time I got to Anak Yai on my show, Anna had turned away from me. But you know what? I was not mad. I was not mad. I thought and I said to myself, Sherri, you know you ain't had no business going up to Anna Wintour in the first place. Like, I wasn't a nuisance to her. That's just how she is, because I'm sure so many people come up to Anna Wintour with their fashions and designs but I was excited that I even talked to her, you know, and I knew how she was because they made a whole movie about how she is. The Devil Wears Prada, okay? I'm even scared to say something to Meryl Streep because she played Anna Wintour. So I knew, and I know, you know, and I got from talking to her, she don't watch talk shows much. I don't think she really knows Kelly Clarkson, Kelly Ripa, Sunny Hostin. And you know how I know? Because ain't none of us at the Met Gala. So I can't be mad. But the good thing is, Anna Wintour probably don't even remember that interaction at all. So I got a second chance to make a great first impression. As soon as I'm gonna come up with something better. I am. Like, I think with Anna Wintour, like, I just have to come up and go just like this. And just kind of stand there and just talk like this the whole time. You know, talk like a supermodel. But the special guest was former President Joe Biden and his wife, Dr. Jill Biden. Because when I tell you, they got a rousing standing ovation as soon as they entered. Let me tell you something. People was clapping like they was clapping like if they clapped hard enough, he'd be back in that daggone office. When I tell you, I've never seen somebody go, they was clapping like, please don't let my Social Security be taken away, John. Oh my gosh, it was a desperation clap. But John, I remember I said I was so hungry, my blood sugar was getting low, and I told you to go get me something to eat from the concession stand.
Yes. So I headed downstairs, and then Deborah Cox saw me here downstairs, and she says, where are you going? Bring me some peanut M&Ms back. So I said, snacks for you, snacks for me, snacks for Sherri. Okay, cool. I was next in line at the bar, and all of a sudden they said, bar closed, no more patrons. You must go to your seats now. But I think that's what happens when the Secret Service needs to clear the aisle for the former president
they
to come.
get everybody out.
So I came back upstairs, I was like, y'all ain't got no snacks.
Oh my gosh, so you came back, so you had to get it during the intermission.
Intermission, yeah.
Our snacks. But let me tell y'all something. Wait a minute, hold on. Don't remind me to talk about the unnamed celebrity, okay?
Oh,
okay,
yes,
the unnamed celebrity.
Yes.
Okay, y'all remind me, because I don't want to forget. So anyway, the show started. No, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the unnamed celebrity, what she did to me. Bring it back down. No, I'm going to talk about this unnamed celebrity. So, let me tell y'all something here. I get along with everybody. I really do. I get along with everybody. So I'm standing there, and I was talking to Kadeen and DeVal Ellis. And DeVal Ellis is on Sisters. So I'm talking to this. So this unnamed celebrity actress who shall remain nameless. I'm standing there talking, somebody grabbed my arms and they forcefully turned me around. So I'm in a good mood. So I go, hi, what's going on? Because I know her. And she says to me, she goes, you've been shading me a lot. That's what she said to me. And I said to her, I said, no, I haven't, because I was really confused. And then she goes, yes, you have. And then she just walked off. Now, let me tell you something. First of all, I know who I shade, because I don't shade many people. It might be one person I shade. And I never have shaded this unnamed celebrity. And I'm like, you know, and so she came up to me in front of everybody going, you know, you shaded me. And then she walks off. So, you know, hey, unnamed, so I was mad. I was really mad. And I said, you know what? You don't freaking get to do that to me. So I went to the bathroom during intermission. I stood there for 15 minutes waiting for a meeting in the ladies' room, okay? I stood there. You wanna tell me I shaded you? No. You don't get get to pull me and turn me around like we in a daggone cartoon and then walk away. So I would say the unnamed celebrity because you think I done shaded you, which means you watch my show. I don't know who you think I am. I think you get me confused with somebody, one of the bloggers or the influencers, because I know I didn't shade you. Matter of fact, when something scandalous came up about you, I was on your side when it happened. So I would say the unnamed celebrity, because we've known each other a long time. Come sit on my couch so we can talk about it. And you know who you are. You know who you are.
I was just praying we didn't have a Broadway battle.
Huh?
I was just praying we didn't have a Broadway battle. I ain't never seen you ready to fight before. I was like, who is this woman? She's ready to fight.
Here's the people get stuff confused. I'm so sweet. I'm a praying person. If you need something, I'll give you some scriptures. I'll make you feel good. But I am from Chicago, okay? I don't play like that. So that's how they don't come out much.
I think she might be from Chicago too.
Oh. For real? Well, I love it. Two Chicago broads. We got to talk. Two Chicago broads. We have definitely got to talk. Oh, my God. Nicole Larry Parker was there. Oh, so many people there. So let me tell y'all something. The show started. The music went down. The lights were down. Jake and Denzel Washington came out. And I got to tell y'all, Denzel, I don't care what Denzel Washington brings. He brings that swag. He was even doing Shakespeare swagaliciously. The stage was dark and dim, the music was haunting. And then they started speaking a whole Shakespearean language that I haven't heard since I was in junior high school, all right? You had to be alert and listening to what they were saying, because it's 3 hours. And there was so much Shakespeare, if you didn't understand it, it was hard. But the acting was so brilliant. I understood the entire show despite the language barrier, okay? Oh, wretched harlot, thou art no true wife, but a serpent wrapped in beauty's guise. I'll read thee my rage, and for thou art thought. When I tell you, oh my God.
And the Tony Award goes to Sherri Shepherd.
Well, no, but let me tell you something. Shakespeare, when he said, thou hast rage, you harlot. Now, I didn't really know what that meant, but I know what harlot mean, hoe. I got that. There's Shakespeare English, harlot is hoe, okay? All right? And when he was talking to Cassio, and he was like, fool's rage, I said, that mean I'm gonna kick your I got it. There was one thing in there, like, I don't want to give it away, but, you know, Denzel was like, show it to me. I need it. And I was like, I don't know what he's saying, but he like, you better get something about to jump off. So I got it. But it was like, so you know, you don't have to know Shakespeare because they give you the story, and the acting was brilliantly done by everyone. And all in all, Othello was amazing. Candy, thank you for the tickets. Thank you for the tickets. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have a good